So, Breanna Stewart, obviously, in a podcast a few days ago, was talking about the rookies. And look, I don't think she said anything too bad. The title of this video is definitely going to be Breanna Stewart disrespect, but a lot of people took the specific way she worded things as Breanna Stewart being disrespectful towards Caitlin Clark. And I'm going to explain now. Either way, it doesn't even matter. Whether you think it's disrespect or not, the words that she used have aged so bad. But before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit, if we can hit like 17.7K by the end of the day, even 17.6K with 2 more subscribers would be absolutely incredible. Either way, that's what we are going for by the end of the day. But if you guys don't know, the words that Breanna Stewart used while talking about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, what she said was, Caitlin Clark has got range. And then, went on and basically said, Angel Reese does it all. Caitlin Clark today, Caitlin Clark against Breanna Stewart had the first rookie triple-double in history. She had the first rookie triple-double in WNBA history. And it wasn't even like a close triple-double. She had 13 assists and 12 rebounds. This is a misprint. But she had 13 assists and 12 boards. It was a comfortable triple-double. It was a comfortable triple-double. And when we want to talk about someone who does it all, I'm not going to lie. There might not be a player better at quote-unquote doing it all in the WNBA than Breanna Stewart. And Breanna Stewart still is the better defensive player than Caitlin Clark. But I mean, Caitlin Clark today, ironically, the one thing she did not show today was her range. I know she hit a 3 to start, or she hit 3 threes in the first quarter. But after that, she goes and misses 8 in a row. So she didn't show her range. What she did show today, she shot a mid-range turnaround shot. She shot a turnaround, post fade. She went and drove to the basket, got an and one to basically down 6 to make it 3. She had 13 assists. She was getting to the basket at an okay rate, I guess. She made a couple of nice runners. She did everything on the offensive end. On the defensive end, she came up with 2 steals. She came up with 12 defensive rebounds. And just the tempo. And that's what I will say is Caitlin Clark's biggest asset, is the pace that a team that is being ran around her can play with. And not only that, she did it all being guarded by probably her toughest matchup in Lainey Hamilton. She genuinely, she's arguably the best perimeter defender. And not only that, whereas Carrington is probably maybe a better perimeter defender, Lainey Hamilton is just got the strength. And referees do let her away with being more physical with Caitlin Clark. The previous game, Caitlin Clark was held to 3 points. And you know what she did today? She did it all. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Caitlin Clark did it all. And you're seeing more and more people, more and more players. I know they've already beat them 3 times this year. But the Caitlin Clark today, and I said this, I remember when I was talking about the last Aces game, I was like, no, this is the first real time they've played the Fever, and they've played Caitlin Clark, because the Caitlin Clark today versus the Caitlin Clark from 6 weeks ago is a different player. The Caitlin Clark today versus the Caitlin Clark from 4 weeks ago is a different player. The Caitlin Clark today versus the Caitlin Clark from the start of the season is a completely different player. And this is the biggest thing I will talk about. And it's, by the way, when we're talking about the rookies, it's the exact same thing for Angel Reese, by the way. It is the exact same thing for Angel Reese. So I want to show, just as a game for an example. So if you don't remember, the 1st of June was the Sky versus the Fever. And I was talking about Caitlin Clark running the show. That she ran the show. She did everything on the court. Caitlin Clark in that game had 11 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. And I was like, that was a really, really good game. That would be a disastrously bad game if she had it right now. If she had it right now, if she had that game today and they lost, everyone would be like, oh no, rookie of the year's over. Rookie of the year's over. But it's not. It's not. And this is, again, one of the craziest races we've ever seen. I'll talk about that in another video later on today. I've already recorded that. But the rookie of the year race is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you think Angel Reese is better, cool. But the wording of what Breanna Stewart said, that Angel Reese does it all, but Caitlin Clark has range, and the irony of the fact that Caitlin Clark showed her that no, Caitlin Clark really does do it all. And on the offensive end, there has never been a do-it-all guard like Caitlin Clark in the history of the sport. There has never been a player like Caitlin Clark in the history of the sport. You had your players like your Chelsea Grays, Vandersloots, your Sue Birds that will pass the ball, but they don't score like Caitlin Clark scores. You've got players that you've got the closest thing as far as passing and scoring. You've got like your Jackie Young and your Sabrina Ionescu's, who do get a lot of assists and are like really good passers and scorers. They don't run the show like she runs the show. Like, she runs the show like she's a Sue Bird or a Chelsea Gray, and then she scores almost like she's a Sabrina or a Jackie Young. Like, she's like what Taurasi said 2 years ago. She's a mixture between herself and Sue Bird. Is crazy. But yeah, that was an unbelievable game right there for Caitlin Clark. An unbelievable game for Breanna Stewart. And again, Caitlin Clark has had 2 games where she has contributed to she probably contributed to close to 50 points today. And she's had 2 of those unbelievable floor general games. And in both of them, she shot badly. Like, she just set rookie record today while shooting badly. And it's going to be scary soon. When Caitlin Clark puts on a little bit more muscle, when she gets used to the physicality a little bit more, when she's already starting to get used to the physicality, when she's able to when she's on a team where they can full court press her for 4 quarters, she's going to be the best guard in this league. She's already, I think, the best point guard in this league. And someone in my comment section earlier was like, no, Vandersloot is the best because Vandersloot has done it for years. Like, no. Right now, Chelsea Gray and Vandersloot are not the best point guards in this league. The best point guard right now this season has been Caitlin Clark. The second best point guard has probably been Skylar Diggins-Smith. And then after that, it's probably, unless you want to count Enrique as a point guard, which I don't. And then after that, it's probably Natasha Cloud. Like, the point guard position is notoriously weak in this league. And Breanna Stewart going out there and saying Caitlin Clark, or not even saying Caitlin Clark doesn't do it all, but talking about another rookie when saying does it all. And I will admit it, Angel Reese on the defensive end does it all. On the offensive end, she's getting a lot better. And that, again, is the scariest part about this, is that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are both getting better every single game they play. Like, this might be a crazy statement to make, but we all talk about Breanna Stewart winning her 4 championships in a row on those stacked teams. I'm not sure if Breanna Stewart was a rookie right now, if she'd be the rookie of the year. And people have called her one of the best rookies ever.